There we go. I just want to welcome everybody to the Live with Prima show. My name is Limor Webber, and I am a Live with Prima educator. So tonight we're going to actually do this cute little canvas piece. Probably a little bit hard to see in this light, but as soon as I turn the camera down, you'll be able to see all this fun stuff on here. And tonight's show is kind of exciting because we're going to be showcasing the new and beautiful princess collection designed by Jodie Lee. So really exciting. I'm going to go ahead and switch the camera view, okay, or the camera altogether so that we can take a look at this fabulous collection. So give me a moment. Ta-da, can we see? Can everybody see okay? I'm just gonna switch the lighting a little bit. How's that? Is that just a little bit better? I think so, right? What do you guys think? Is that a bit better? All right. So I have my computer set up a little bit differently, so I might not be able to see it as well. Hello, Sherry Mendoza. All right. So like I said, we're going to be showcasing the Princess Collection by Jodie. And I'm going to move this off to the side, and I'm going to give you a little bit of a showdown of this collection. How does that sound? Does that sound good? Good. Now, just keep in mind, I don't have every single thing from this collection, but I do have a really nice chunk of it. So I'm going to show you what I have. How does that sound? Because that's all I can do. It's all I can do. We haven't quite gotten everything yet. You know how it is, right? Okay, so this is the Princess Collection. First of all, this is one of my favorite sheets in the collection, and it's called Princess Collage. Really gorgeous. It's kind of like the usual, I don't want to say the usual, but like the signature. That's the word I was looking for. It's kind of that signature Jodie Lee, you know, with all those fabulous vintage images. Really, really pretty. Okay, and this is the back side. So very, I don't know if you can see, very mixed media-y and at the same time vintage and pretty. I'm not sure if the camera picks it up, but it does have a very light hint of like a minty green, almost a teal. So I really like that. Lots of music notes, beautiful. This is the same. Now, I really like these. I mean, look at these hearts. Okay, they're so, with like a little halo around them, just beautiful. And I don't know if you guys can see, but there's actually like washed out butterflies on this paper. And then the gorgeous little princess, or fairy, I guess. She's a princess because it's a princess collection. This one's called Charlotte. And this is the back side. Really pretty. Are we telling people to calm down? Is it, yeah, lots of people logging on, so it gets a little bit choppy at first. So just chill. All right. This, I mean, this one I love. You can cut them ATC cards. You can use them in your project life. You can do so many things with these ones. It's so, so pretty. This one's called Mia, I think. And I love this side. Really, really gorgeous. Very damask looking, but not quite damask. It's just very pretty. And I love the borders. Like I love the strips, you know, of the coat. It's just gorgeous. And okay, this I love. I love these little birdies. Stunning little birdies. And look at this gorgeous paper. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And look at this one. Pretty. Lots of teals and purples and pinks. And this one is called Ava. And this one is stunning. It's got, it's just very pretty. It's very collagey. So I really like that. Olivia. And that, it's kind of almost got, I think in the background, if I'm looking at it, is it a map? It almost looks like there's a map in there. Yeah, tropical. I don't know what it is. I can't tell, but it's really funky. This is a really cool design on it. So that's that one. And this one is called Olivia. And then check out this gorgeous princess. Can you guys see that princess? Isn't she beautiful? And then the more little birdies up here. And then the back side is just that beautiful vintage polka dots. So really simple and really great as a fabulous little background. Okay. Continuing with the princess theme, here's another little princess prancing around. Really, really cute. And check out these. You could totally cut these out. These are so much fun. This one is called, the last one was called Sophia, and this one's called Ella. And last but not least, did we do this one? Did we do this one? I thought we did. But heck, I don't know. Did we do it? I was positive we did it. Maybe not. All right. We'll show it again. Anyways, it's really pretty. No, I don't think we did. It's called Lily. And oh my gosh, I love this backside. It's so fun, fun, fun. And I know the camera doesn't pick it up, but it does have a whole lot of minty greens in there. It's really, really pretty. And I think that's it. Yeah, because this one's Ella. So we already showed that one. So that's the papers. And unfortunately, I do not have the chipboard for it, but really fabulous images for it, I guarantee you. And I'm just grabbing some of the other stuff from this collection. One of the things that I absolutely love about this collection is the wonderful ATC cards. And Prima did this year, and I really love this. So there's two sizes of the ATCs. So let me grab the other size just in comparison to show you. Hang on. And it's so cool. Sorry, it's falling apart because I use it. So you'll see it's a 6x4 and the 3x4 ATC pads. And what I like about it is that if you're a project lifer, these are awesome. And I'll go through some of the designs. They're really, really pretty. This is 6x4. And like I said, this is 3x4. And look at some of these designs. They're just so pretty. It's these. Look at that. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And there's You Are My Little Princess. How adorable is that? And then there's that one. Making Memories with You. Adorable. And this one I already did. Some more of those birdies. And are we having video issues, you guys? Look at this one. Love that one. Welcome. And just so many others. I mean, we could go all night. There's just so many patterns. Look at this one. Oh wow, so, so beautiful. Okay, so it really just goes, look at this one, it goes with the collection. So this is really, really great. Look at this one. Gorgeous. Okay. And then this is the 3x4. Sorry, I'm looking at Carrie's text. Give me a minute. I'll answer that in a moment. This one's really, really cute. It's got the little princesses on it. Okay, look at that. Oh, I'm doing it upside down. I'm so sorry. And then this one says too cute. Just awesome. Just adorable. So many little designs. Love this one. So lots of fun little things that you can do with it. And there's cards flying everywhere. Okay. And I'll show them more as I create the project anyway. So there's these. And will I be carrying this collection in the store? I probably won't be carrying a whole lot of paper in my store. So I don't know yet. Let's just say that. Okay. My store's not going to be, it's going to be a little bit different. I'll talk about that on my Tuesday show or in the mixed media group. So you guys can join the mixed media group and I'll talk about what the store is going to be like. It's not your regular, typical online store. So next from this collection is, these are the cute little clear stamps. I love this one. This one is, the number is 951061. Look how adorable this is. Okay, and we'll be using this tonight. It is adorable. It says, hello, dear friend. Cute little fairies. If you guys are into fairies, sorry, the lighting is a little bit, there's that a little bit better. It's not glaring at you. And what else do we got? We got the absolutely stunning little faceted satin crystals that match the collection. And I just love these. They just, I don't know, you can't tell on camera, but they turn, it's kind of like holographic. They're so, so pretty. So really great. And I want to show you some of the flowers from this collection since I have them. I think I'm one of the very few right now that has these flowers. So as you can see, I have like the prototype bags. I don't have the original packaging like you guys will get them. So Carrie might want to put the actual numbers since I don't have them on here. But these are super duper cute and they match all the papers. And I love, love, love these. So, so gorgeous. I use these. These are kind of like my staple flowers in my stash. I like that Prima came out with these again. Little roses. And I think there's a couple different sizes, which is really, really great. These, some of my absolute faves. Now, what I love about these flowers is the tone in them, how they're kind of two-tone. And I think I showed them. They're similar to the ones that are in the Cartographer collection when I did the show with Frank. But look how pretty they are. I just love these colors. They're just so soft and yumminess, right? Aren't these flowers gorgeous? Yep. And, okay, let me just put these back really quick. Don't you guys love this collection? And I already used one of the flowers for this one in my canvas. And this one got a little bit squished because it's not in its real packaging. But this one's really, really cute. They're gorgeous. And they're sugared. So I love that they're sugared. Can you guys see that? These are stunning. I love that yellow. And I'm not a big yellow person, but really, really love that. I only love yellow for art journaling. Isn't that weird? I'm a weird bird. And another one, these are just simply adorable. And I just want to show you the centers of these are just, and there's 3 different sizes, but I love the centers of these. And here's some of the, look at these. Are these gorgeous? Do you see them? Gorgeous. My store is not available yet. It'll be open next week. My new website will be up next week. So just hang tight, my friends. I will do an announcement on my Facebook page, on my blog, etc. All right. These are the other roses that I love. And like I said, Carrie can post the link. And all the links actually are on Live with Prima for everything that I've used in the show. So you can find the links there. But what I love about these is that they come with leaves. And we all know how much we love our Prima leaves. So hello, Prima leaves, raining leaves. I love leaves. And that's what these are. They're gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay. I know I'm torturing you guys, considering you guys can't get your hands on them quite yet. But they're shipping out right away, Carrie. Is that correct? I can't remember. I just can't remember. Last but not least from this collection is that I have are these stunning flowers. And I really love these. And I'm missing the yellow one. I don't know. I think it fell somewhere. But there's a buttery yellow that goes in there too. But can you see the fuzziness on them? Aren't these gorgeous? They're so, so pretty. I love this teal one. Kind of like a minty teal, I guess you could say. Yeah, the pattern leaves in the... Yeah, okay. And I'm sure there's more on here. And I just, it's buried. Let me see here. We've got the... That's all I've got from this collection. And one of the things that we're going to use tonight is these right here. These are 2 new items as well. These are, and I don't have the code for this one either, but our new laces. Look at these, you guys. Aren't these stunning? And you get so much in there, so it's so nice. And these are wood, so you can stain them, have fun with them, alter them, do a whole lots of fun stuff. And then I'm going to be using these wooden ATC cards tonight. So we'll use these as well. And these are 572952. Okay? You can see the different sizes in there. So we'll do that tonight. And I'll be using some, oh yeah, I forgot. Sorry. These are so cute as well. These are these fabulous new, I don't know, they're like these little sewn crocheted things. I don't remember the name. Oh, I'm not a very good promoter, am I, Carrie? Oh my gosh. These are so, so cute. So it's like paper and then it's like crocheted around. So we'll be using these tonight, and there's so many different ones that Prima came out with, but love these. Can't wait to use those tonight. So why don't we go ahead and get started. So like I said, for those of you that are just tuning in, This is, and I'm going to turn the light a little bit more towards the canvas. This is the canvas that we'll be creating tonight. It's actually not a canvas, it's a piece of wood. So I shouldn't really call it canvas. It's maybe like a, you know, wall piece or something like that. And when the other one is done, I'm going to show you. I'm going to do it slightly different than this one, just to, I don't know, just because. All right. But what you want to take is, excuse me, crocheted icons. There we go. Crocheted thingies. What did I call them? Oh my word, I'm so sorry. Okay, so what you want to do, this is just like, what is this called? MDF, I guess. It's just a piece of wood. I get mine at an art supply store, and I like them because I get them like this. I'll show you different sizes. I get a whole bunch of different sizes, and they're already pre-cut, and they're so dirt cheap, like, you know, within like pennies. So all different sizes that you can get, and I love to alter them. Okay. You can draw on them, you can paint on them. I love them. So this size is, what size is this? This is probably a 5x7. Yeah, this is a 5x7. Okay. And what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take my gesso, and you can use any gesso that you want. I suggest more of a thicker gesso than a totally fluid gesso. And then what you're also going to need is either a credit card or one of these palette knives, something like that. And you're just going to paint it. Instead of using a brush, you want a little bit of texture on here, is you're going to paint it with your palette, okay? Just like so. With your knife. You want kind of that rough, textury painting. Okay, and the credit card, you know, the old credit card and the palette knife is going to give you that, whereas the brush is going to be a little bit more smoother strokes, so you're not going to get that beautiful texture that we want for this piece. Okay, so I need just a little bit more gesso. You can get it at Home Depot. This is kind of a gloss. This one has a gloss, which I like. I find that the matte one is rough, and it's porous, and it'll soak up too much of my gesso, and I don't like that. So I do like to use the glossy kind, just so you know, in case you're wondering. And I want lots of texture, so as I'm putting it on, I'm just creating even more texture with my knife. And let me put the camera down just a tiny bit. There we go. Is that a little bit better? Just like that. Just lots and lots of texture. You can leave some exposed pieces, of course, if you would like. I'm going to cover it up for the most part. And I'll come and answer questions in just a moment on the chat as soon as I'm heat setting this. I'm trying to get it to where I like it. Okay, that's pretty good. Pretty good. We're going to create more texture in a moment, but that's kind of what you want. Do you see how rough it is? That's really what you want. Okay. And then I'm just going to go ahead and heat set it. Do we have any questions while I'm looking? Right now I'm just using Liquitex gesso. You could mix the gesso with texture paste. I don't know why you would want to, though. I don't understand. Texture paste is already white, and it already has chalk in it. So you don't necessarily need to mix gesso with the texture paste. And gesso already, you can get heavy gesso. I didn't want super heavy gesso because I didn't want it to be raised. We're going to do a couple other things with some more dimension in just a moment. As it's drying, so I'm just going to say this really quick. As it's drying, what you want to do is you want to put your heat gun close and kind of create some bubbles. What you'll see is it'll start to bubble, which is what I want. Just try not to burn your house down, okay? And the bubbles create a little bit of texture for me, and that's what I like. It may be hard to see on camera, but that's what's happening, okay? Okay, so we have some really fun texture. It's fairly dry, not like totally dry, but good enough. Now, the next thing that I'm going to do, I forgot to show you this earlier, but I am going to use one of our brand new stencils, and this one is so textury. Can you guys see it? Let me grab a white piece of paper, and I think you might be able to see it a bit better. Look how yummy it is. Isn't that gorgeous? So we're going to use that, and this number is 572181. And yes, I will have this one in my store. Okay, I think I've already ordered it. And what we're going to do is, I have a lot of prototypes today on my desk. This is the prototype from Faber-Castell Design Memory Craft. The actual container looks like this, but this one is glass bead gel with glitter, and it was released at this past CHA. So I'm going to use my prototype container since I need to finish it up. And it's so cool. So it's glass bead gel with glitter. So much fun. And you can use the same palette knife that you were using earlier. And I'm just going to put some random pieces on my canvas. Okay. And it's kind of like a heavy gel, if you will. Okay, kind of like that. I'm just going to move this just a tiny bit. There we go. And you can hear the grit. Just so much fun. You hear that? Those are those glass bead gels. So yummy. And we're going to lift. Oh, sorry about that. There goes my camera. Are you guys all right? I stabbed you. I stabbed you with my palette knife. Okay, and I'm just going to turn it this way just a bit and apply some of this right here on the bottom. Okay, and lift. Perfect. And I know you guys can't see it yet, but just wait till it starts to shimmer and have some fun. And do I put it somewhere else? I think I do. But actually, let's do it just like that. I like it just as is. And this, you certainly want to put this in your sink right away because it is a gel. It's a glue. You don't want it to get yucky. So give me a second. Okay. I have a sink in my craft room, and I love that because I get my stuff so destroyed otherwise. So what you want to do next is you want to heat this up, but don't get too close because it is a glue. So I just want to show you the look of it. Can you guys see that yummy texture? Okay. And it's very shimmery. I know you guys probably can't tell. It is nighttime over here. Can you guys see it a little bit better now? Okay, I don't know if you guys, can you guys see how shimmery it is? Let's see if the camera lets us capture it. Sort of. Can you guys see the shimmer? It's really pretty. I'm sorry the lighting is a little bit off today. I don't know what's happening today. But anyway, that's that. Now the next thing that we want to do, it's fairly dry, so you just don't want to squish it. I don't want to sit on the show and go crazy. Right now what I'm going to take is, this is called Sunset Pink. It's a Glitz Spritz, so it's just a shimmer by Lindy Stamp Gang. And I'm just going to give it a little bit of a spritz here and there, okay? And it's really light, but it has a really funky little effect once it's dry. So you can see it's really light, but it's really pink and beautiful, and that's kind of what you want. And so I'm just going to heat set it again, and it picks up some of the edges of the modeling, or the gel with glitter. And the reason I'm doing it more on here and down here is because the photo is going to go right here, so you're not going to see the other stuff. Can you guys even see it a little bit? It's kind of showing up. You don't want to see too much. And next what you want to take is, you want to take some of your paper, and you can take any paper that you want. The one that I used was this one, which was the Ava, because I thought it was very fitting. Let's use the same one, may as well. I'm going to go ahead and just cut that strip off because we don't really need it. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to use the strip because I'm going to use that side of it. But what I like to do is I like to just take some and rip them. Oh, I'm sorry. What did I spray? This is Sunset Pink, and it's a Glitz Spritz by Lindy Stamp Gang. It's very, it's just a shimmer, really. And it's really light and pretty, and when it dries it has also kind of a teal purpley undertone. It's really funky. Our stuff is so, Lindy Stamp Gang stuff is so cool. It just has the coolest effects. Okay, so that's that, and I'm just ripping a whole bunch of little strips of this paper. Okay, you don't need a whole lot because you're barely going to see half of it, because you guys know all about layering. You end up covering most of it, but I just love the color of this paper and the patterns in it. Okay, I probably don't even need that much. And then what I usually like to do, I'm kind of weird. I know most people don't like to do this, but oops. But actually, let's take this one. Let's take this Gel Medium. It's smaller. This is the Faber-Castell Design Memory Craft Gel Medium, and I really do love this medium. I love to use my fingers. It's really nice and thick, and that's what I love about it. So I'm going to take some strips, and I'm going to start applying them down. I don't even know what my example looks like. Okay. And we're just going to take the finger. You can use a brush if you want to, but really, it's mixed media. Get your fingers dirty. Right, you guys? Just get them dirty already. Just like that. And you're going to alternate either this pattern or that pattern, whichever one you want. Okay. Just like so. I love my fingers dirty. I used to hate my fingers dirty, but now I love it. So you're just going to apply it like so. And you're going to do some across as well. Okay. Just like that. Okay. Okay, just like this. Can you guys hear the girls? They're laughing in the bath. So cute. With Daddy. Daddy's yelling, I think. It sounds like he's yelling. Poor guy. He's probably so sick and tired of being with the girls every time I travel. Such a saint, that husband of mine. Such a saint, I tell ya. All right. And just like so. Okay, we're just collaging a little bit collage. Really easy though. And I just even go over the top. That's okay too. We're just layering, baby. Just a little bit of layering. Just go over the top, get it nice and in there, okay? I'm gonna add a couple more pieces. Really like that pattern. Okay, just like so. All right, now look at my sticky, yucky hands. That's totally okay. This is why, you guys, you have to have a set of baby wipes in your room, okay? You must, baby wipes are a must, all right? All right, just like that. And I am going to just close this up, move this out of the way. I'm trying to be a cleaner crafter. Doesn't really work for me though. Okay. See, I'm cleaning up after myself. Isn't that great? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it just a very quick heat set. This is what we have so far. Okay, it looks rough and tough, but we're just making a little bit of texture first. Okay, so the next thing that we want to do, it's fairly dry, pretty darn close anyways. And what we want to do is take another baby wipe, because I have all over myself. We want to take our fabulous chalk inks. This one is Pastel Pink and Old Rose, okay? And I'm also going to use, these are the Inkville chalk inks, and then I'm also going to use Bundled Sage Distress Paint by Tim Holtz. And I may use a little bit of the spun sugar, but probably not. And then what I like to do is I like to just put it on my craft mat, just like so. Okay. And then I'm going to take this one that's a little bit lighter, a little bit more chalky. All right, just like that. Make sure it's a little bit dry. And then I'm going to take my water, a spritz of water, which I moved out of the way so that it wouldn't be in the way, and now I don't remember where it was. Here, no, here it is. I found it. Okay. And then I'm going to take like a water brush. These work really great. And I also like to have a little bit of water just on the side, just about right here. And I'm just going to put a little bit of paint on, almost like watercoloring, I guess, on your paper. And just create a little bit of drippage, I guess, if you will. And I just kind of continue adding a little bit more. Okay. If you want a little bit darker, just add a little bit more. You can kind of see it, creating all that beautiful drippage. Okay, just like that. Half of it is going to be covered, so you want to try and figure out where your pieces are going to be that are not going to be covered. Okay, and wash it down a little bit with a lighter pink. You don't want to use white or it'll wash it down too much, but you're trying to mimic that same pink that's in the collection, right? That's kind of the whole point of it. And then again, you're going to take your distress paint, which is the Bundled Sage, and you're going to apply a little bit on your page and grab a little bit of water. You don't have to clean your brush, it's okay. And also apply little pieces here in there. Okay. A little bit of drippage. You can even add a little bit of water to this to make it run. Okay. Just like so. Just make it run and be beautiful. It looks like nothing right now, but I promise you it's going to be fabulous at the end. And we're going to add a little bit more drippage after as well. So we're going to go ahead and heat set this. This is what we have so far, by the way. All right, so that's pretty good. Okay, it's a little bit rough looking at first, but no worries. It'll look better in a moment. Some of you clean scrappers are probably like, what is she making? Crazy woman she is. All right, now the next thing is we're actually going to take our stamping. We're going to take a little stamping. All right, and this is the stamp that was 951061. Okay, and we're going to take, this is Attic Dust, another one of the chalk inks. And what I love about it is I love to use, because these fairies kind of have like butterfly type wings, I'm going to use just that butterfly wing part of it. And I'm going to stamp places. And I want it subtle, and I want you to see, can you guys see it? I want subtlety, okay, throughout my canvas. But you know, all those little details when you're creating make such a huge difference, because I promise you, if they weren't there, you'd think something is really missing and I just don't quite know what it is. Okay, so I'm just kind of randomly stamping and it just creates the most beautiful little effect. Love this stamp. I'm just going to show you what we got so far. So this is what we got so far. See it right there. A couple little places here and up there. Okay, very rough, but really fun. Okay, it's just like that. And I'll show you what it looks like actually on a white piece of paper if you want. If you want, I can do that, or even on here. Let me show you what the stamp looks like so that you're not wondering. I think it might show up. It's really cute. Can you guys see that? It's really adorable. Really, really adorable. Okay, so that was Attic Dust. Move that stamp over. Close it up. And next, we're going to start building our little canvas. So the first thing that you're going to need is this wonderful trim, which I love. I don't know if you guys, I didn't even show you this one. Check this one out. I don't even have the code for it either. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, love it. Anyway. You're going to need one of these. So I'm just cutting one. That's all you need. Seriously. And you're going to cut it in half. Because you know how Limor loves to... Oh, you need fabric scissors, though. Don't use your... what do you call it? Scissors. Fussy cutting scissors. Tim Holtz scissors work. Okay, so you're going to cut it right in half. And then what you're going to need is ATC cards. So you're going to need one of these guys. Okay, this right here. And which other one did I use? I don't even remember what I used on my other canvas. Let's see. I did use one of these. One of these guys. Okay. You can certainly use something else. And what you're going to do, which I could have done earlier, is you're going to cut this right in half. Just like so. And you're just going to fussy cut really quickly. It doesn't take very long. Around this little card. It's so beautiful to fussy cut. It's like this most gorgeous little border. Do we have any questions so far? Okay, I'm a pretty quick fussy cutter, so you don't usually have to painfully watch me. Okay, that's one. And we'll just do the other one really quick. It's a pretty simple little canvas. I was going to talk to you guys about something and I can't remember. Oh yeah, we have new chalk inks that came out as well. And they are permanent ink. So what's really great about them is that these these chalk inks right here are water-based, so they don't necessarily, if you were to wet them again, they would run, whereas our other ones don't. Which is really, really fun. Is that correct, Carrie? They say resist, but it's permanent. That's what they're meant. Okay, so now you have two pieces like this, right? Now you're going to take your canvas. I can't actually remember how I built this. Isn't that hilarious? This is what happens when I do stuff like this. Oh yes, we're missing one of the little cards. Layering, my friends, layering. We're going to take one of these, which I have to find. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go now. Here we go. And we're going to cut this one also in half because that's how I roll. That's just how I roll. And we're going to add this one just like so. Okay. Do you see how we cover most of it? And that's why I'm saying don't worry about it too much. Okay. And we are going to use a little bit of Beacon Adhesive Fabri-Tac. You need to use something heavy for this. Especially if this is going on your wall, you certainly want to use something heavy enough. And we're going to ink this up in a bit anyway, so don't worry about it too much if you're following along with me. And I don't want a ton of this showing. I want just a bit. So I'm going to put it about right there. I'm going to move it around, I'm sure, because that's what I do. Just like so. Okay. Try to line it up as much as possible. The next thing that you're going to do is you're going to plop this guy on. Now you want to pop it up though. So we need a little bit of foam dots flying everywhere. You need a little bit of your foam dots. Okay, these are total cheapos. I will never buy them again. I'm not even going to tell you the brand because I have no idea what the brand is. The packaging fell off. They're awful, but you know why? Sometimes I just add a little bit of adhesive to them. I do, see, look at, they pop off. I do like the 3L ones, the scrapbook adhesive ones. I really do like those, and those are the ones I usually use, but they had ran out of those, so I had to get these cheaper ones, which I tell you, sometimes cheap is not always so good, my friends. There's a price that you pay, and it's your stuff falling off. Just saying. Right? And so you're going to add this one right here, just like so. And then you're going to take your other one and you're going to cut a little bit of it because you really don't need a whole lot of it. And see, I'm already having to move this one out, down a little bit. I'm just going to apply it like so, right over the top. Okay. And again with your foam dots. Okay. Just like so. Quick little canvas, but really fun, textury yumminess. You can make something shabby chic without, you know, with mixed media. Isn't that funny, right? Usually shabby chic doesn't necessarily cross with mixed media, but you know what? These days, it's all about creativity, my friends, right? So here we have our first layer. Okay, so it's starting to look kind of fun. And then we're going to take these guys and we're going to put just a little bit of glue on them and we're going to tuck them underneath. I probably could have done it earlier, but that's okay. I'm going to put it right there. One right there. And another one on the bottom. Just like so. Just like that. What's great is that with this glue, instead of using a hot glue gun, you actually have time to move things around before they're completely adhered, which is kind of cool. I really like that. Okay, so there's that. This is going to be covered anyway, so who cares? And what you need next is you also need these fabulous wooden ATC cards, and they are 572952. They are so fantabulous. And you have the really large ones, which we're not using tonight, but I'll show them. Aren't they fab? Like they almost cover that whole thing. We're going to use the little ones, which are these ones right here. Okay. And see how it just kind of fits, and then this kind of creates this really fabulous little border. right? And you don't see that princess that I cut out, which is perfect. I don't want to see her. But before we do that, I think I kind of put it a little bit to, just going to lift it just for a minute. Just move it a tiny, tiny bit. Just a bit. So I want a little bit more. Don't kill me, you guys. But see, this is why it's so easy to work with this kind of glue. So you can just move things around. Okay. Just like that. Fabuloso. That's so much better. Okay. And then you're going to put that right there. Okay. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to adhere this with my glue. You can put pop dots if you really wanted to. Just like that. Almost lining it up. Gorgeous. Do you see that? Okay. And then you're going to take that small little ATC card and you're going to use whatever, what do you call this? Border crunch that you would like. Okay. And I'm just going to do the edges. This is a Martha Stewart one, an older one. I believe it's the doily punch. It's one of the most popular ones. It's kind of on the fritz. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So hopefully it's going to work for me for the remainder of the show, because it has a mind of its own, let me tell you, my friends. Okay, and of course, just like anything, I cut it in half. You don't have to be perfect with it. You just don't, and you are going to cut some of it off because you just want some of it to show. Okay. Can you see how not perfect I am? And I love that. And then I'm going to take my photo, which I pre-cut, I really did, prior to the show, and I placed it somewhere safe that I would remember, of course, where I had placed it. I promise you I did that. Now that really awesome place that I placed it was, I don't remember, but we'll cut another one. This is why I cut two, because I never remember where I placed mine. And this is the photo. This one is the one that we had used in the previous canvas, and this one. So I'm going to actually use this one, which is so cute. So it's like two different photos. I love them. And I'm actually going to have these canvases on the wall side by side. Okay. And so we're going to glue these down, but I like them raised a little bit as well. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Do you guys see all the layering that goes into it? But I promise you, if you don't have all those layers, it just looks kind of blah. It just looks kind of blah. Layers rock. I'm going to cut just a little bit more off of the bottom. Just like that. Okay. Last but not least is this one. I have a stupid song in my head, and it sucks because I haven't stopped singing it. Somebody needs to get it out of my head. Serious. Okay, just like that. And then now I'm going to put my photo, and I'm actually going to pop dot the photo as well. But I want to make sure, I forgot, you need to line up this with the photo, so you got to cut a little bit more actually. Okay, just like that. Yep. This is what you need to do. See, I remember now. It needs to be just lined up with the photo. Okay. See what happens when you create stuff sometimes a little bit before the show, you kind of forget. And let me tell you, sometimes I have a lot of projects that I'm creating and I forget how I made them. It's just how it goes. Too many going on at the same time. All right. And you're going to apply it just like so. And all you see is the tiny little borders on the side. Isn't that cute? All right, so that's how I do that. Now, we need to add a couple little things in there. So what we're going to do is I have brought some of the fabulous Junkyard Findings. These are the Gear Hearts by Inkbuild. And so I'm going to take this guy right here, I think, and maybe this guy right here. Okay. And this guy we're going to pop kind of right there. Okay, just like so. And we're going to pop him right there. Just like that. And this guy we're going to pop about right there. Actually, no, not yet. Just leave it like that. Leave that one just a moment. And then what we want to do is we want to start our layering process. I'm going to grab a little bit of this, what do you call this? Let me think. Cheesecloth. Cheesecloth. I swear, English as a second language, sometimes there's certain words that don't quite come to me. This is one of them. Okay. And you're just going to cut a little piece. And this, you're just literally going to see a little thing coming through. You're not going to see a whole lot of it coming through, but it makes some really fabulous little edging. Okay. And you're going to take this guy and you're just going to bunch him up. So we're going to lay him down right there. We're going to glue the base of him right there. And what I like about the cheesecloth is that you can still see through it, right? So it doesn't cover everything up. You can still see lots of stuff. And if you find it's a little bit too big, you cut some of it off. So it's going to create like this beautiful protective layer right there. We're going to use a little bit of different flowers just for fun, just because we can. We're going to use one of these ones tonight. I'm thinking maybe a teal one. What do you guys think? It's so pretty. Oh, I love that. Okay, so we're going to use one of these, and we are going to use one of these fabulous little guys. I thought I had an open one, didn't I? I did, didn't I? Where is it? It's right here. We're going to use a pink one, and I like that it says, oh, happy day. I'm sorry. So we're going to use this one in just a moment, somewhere around there. And next, we're going to take our fabulous little, these are awesome. Do you guys remember these? The Junkyard Findings Vintage Trinkets. They're the clock hands. We're going to take this little one right here, this white one. And we also need one of the eyelets that goes with it. And we're going to put that eyelet right through. And we're actually going to take, remember that little gear that we had earlier? We're going to poke it right through, just like so. And we're going to close it up. And now this kind of moves around like a little clock. Come on, baby. Work for me, baby. Work for me. And we're going to apply this one about right here. I'm going to let that hand just kind of sit and dangle a bit, just for a moment, until we place some of our other flowers. But we can actually go ahead and apply this flower down. Why don't we do that? Just like so. And then this guy can kind of get tucked within the flower, which I had earlier. Maybe right here. Oh, happy day. No, up here. Up here, baby. Otherwise, you just can't see him. Okay. Just like so. And then we need a couple more flowers. These little guys, which I love. We need a little bit of a brown flower. And you get at, sometimes in the package they get squished up, so you want to like open it up a little bit. We'll just tuck these right underneath there. It's all about flower clustering, right, you guys? And I like to keep the little sticks because it helps me kind of tuck them in. Okay, just like so. Just like that. Just like this loveliness. All right, and we're going to put that hand right there. And I'll show you, this is what we've got so far. let me just hold this down. This is what we've got so far. Isn't it lovely, soft, pretty, yummy? It needs a little bit of the leaves, so I am going to use some of the leaves from right here. Now, you guys know, do I want this one? Do I want pink? What do I want? Do I want these guys? No, not that one. That one's too bright. I don't know if I want the pink or this one. I think I want this one, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it in half. And I'm going to use half of it for the other side, because I love to preserving rocks, and it really matches the, you don't want to see too much of it, just a little bit of it. Okay, and we're going to tuck this one like right there for balance. You always need to make sure you have balance in your creations, otherwise creations look a little bit off. Okay, now we're not quite done, my friends, but this is what we got so far. Now, I put birdies on this one. I'm not going to fussy cut the birdies out because I want this canvas to be just slightly different so that they can sit on the wall together. But now there's a couple little more steps. The other thing that you want to do is you want to take those beautiful faceted stain crystals. You want to take one of them out, and they're going to go right there. So little and cute, adorable. Okay. And you're going to take it and you're going to apply it right, whoops, there. And I put my finger on it, so I kind of took all the stickiness off. So I'm just going to apply a little bit of extra glue and apply it right to the top. And that gives it that nice little, gorgeous little sparkle, that little something, something. And then the last thing that you want to do is you want to ensure that your page is balanced. And one of the things that we're missing is a little bit of color. Because we covered a lot of the inking that we did earlier, then what we want to do is we want to go back and just add a little bit more of that ink. So I'm going to take a little bit of my Old Rose, okay, and a little bit more of my Distress Paint, which was the Bundled Sage. And we're going to add a little bit of water to it. Oops, wrong end. And we're just going to add a little bit more pink here and there and have the drippings. Okay. And of course, you can do it on here as well if you wanted to, and it just creates a beautiful balance. A little bit of pink up here. Sorry, I'm doing it off frame. Do you see that? It's a little bit better. You can even add some with your dauber if you wanted to, because you could just take it, a little bit of water and make it run. Because it's that water-based ink, it's really, really cool. Do you see that? Really, really fun. So I'm going to go ahead and give this a quick heat set. Actually, before we do that, I'm actually going to take my paintbrush, but I want a dry paintbrush. You need to do this with a dry brush. You're going to take a dry brush, and you're going to take your gesso that you had earlier, and you're going to give them a little bit of a dry brush with gesso. And what this does is it tones it down just a little bit. If the flowers are, because this is such a soft background, you want to make sure that everything kind of matches. Okay, so you definitely want to take the tips and add a little bit of gesso. Okay, this knot, I kind of like the brightness of it. Even the leaves a little bit, even this. Just a bit of a wash, even your photo. Okay. Just like that. Not too much, but that makes such a difference. It's not so bright. Okay, I'm going to put the camera up just a tiny, tiny bit. And can you guys see the shimmer now on this thing? It's probably the light that's just killing it. Can you guys see the shimmer on that? It's kind of funky. Okay, I'm going to put the camera up just a bit, just for a moment, so you guys can see both finished products together and see the difference in them, right? Really, really pretty, really fun. They can now sit beside each other on a wall, and they'll look really nice and pretty. So that is it, my friends. That was a really fast project today. I'm going to switch the cameras and make a couple announcements. So just hang tight for just a second. There we go. Let me just turn this away. Having bad lighting today. Bad lighting issues today. I can't wait for my new studio lighting to arrive. Sorry about that green dot there. Just ignore it. Isn't that cool? Did you guys like that? Yay. So here they are, both of them together. So here's the one that we made tonight. And then this was the other one. Okay. So both nice and pretty. A couple announcements. Let me just look them up really quickly. They are, the next show is January 28th, which is next Tuesday, and Kasha is creating a mixed media canvas. She's using some of the new ink-built bone products. So make sure you tune in. It's at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And let me think, what else we got? Yes, last but not least, my friends, my Canadian friends, and some of my US friends. Canadian Art Venture. I'm so excited. Ontario, Canada. It's in the East Coast, so all you East Coasters can come. And it's going to be myself, Carrie, and Jamie. We're going to have a blast. Spots are filling, so if you want to get your spot, hurry. It's only $50 down, you guys, and there's still, it's not till April 11th to the 13th, so there's still lots of time. So if you go ahead and put $50 down, then you can just make installments, which is really great. And then what else? You can get, there's a flowers fan page under the events section under Prima Marketing, so you can go ahead and check the link out for that. That's all I've got for you. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording for those that are watching. But thank you so much for watching. For those of you that came by tonight, it was awesome being with you.